Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 7 of our English 3010 online class. I'm really happy to be starting Project 3 with you guys. So in this video, I want to introduce Project 3. There's two parts to it, 3A and 3B. We're going to talk a little bit about Project 3B, but we're going to really focus on Project 3A today. And I want to go over your week's activities and kind of close it out with some resources and tips. All right, so let's get into the Canvas site and we'll get started. Okay, so this week we are starting Project 3A and 3B. We're going to talk a lot about Project 3A today, but I just kind of want to give an overview that our project trajectory is going to take us through 3 weeks, week 7, week 8, and week 9, where we're really going to focus on Project 3A, which is a literature review. Then after spring break, so spring break kind of pops in the middle here, there's going to be a week where we're going to be focusing on Project 3B. We're going to skip week 10 because that's spring break. So Project 3A is going to be a formal academic literature review, and we'll look at the assignment sheet in a second. Project 3B will be an Ignite talk that you guys will make, talking your classmates through your literature review. So we're going to head back to Project 3A assignment sheet in a second, but let's dive into the week 7 activities page, and I'll kind of show you a little bit more what I mean. So when you open this week's activities page, you'll see we're beginning Project 3, and we're really just starting to lay the groundwork. So in terms of your weekly assignments, you want to watch the week 7 videos, which you're already doing. High five. And then there's a lot of reading, but none of it's really super deep or challenging. You want to read through, obviously, the project descriptions. There's chapter 3 of the Wadsworth Guide that I'd like you guys to read and review about identifying a research topic. This text here, mining texts in Reading to Write, is going to help you think about how to pull information from secondary sources. And then any launch texts that you guys have. So those could be, maybe it's the peer-reviewed journal article that you looked at for Project 2. Maybe it's something else, but you're going to find one key core text for this literature review that really just blows your hair back. Something within your discourse community that makes you go like, yeah, that's where it's at. That's interesting. That's going to be your core text. And any other text you discover in doing secondary research for this particular project. The other thing I'd like you to do is watch this video by Scott Birkin, Why and How to Give an Ignite Talk, because Project 3 has 2 parts, remember? First part is you're going to write up a formal academic lit review, synthesizing a bunch of secondary sources. The second part is that you're going to translate that lit review into the genre of an Ignite talk. So this video will give you a little bit of an overview. Once again, we aren't going to actually fully be working on that Ignite talk till after spring break, but I want you guys to have a heads up to see where we're going. So for this week, in terms of reading and writing and watching, you want to watch the week 7 video, you want to watch that Ignite talk. By Wednesday, you want to have read through the project descriptions, the Wadsworth chapter, and found your launch text. Because by Wednesday, I'd like you to try to participate in a discussion about your research path. By Friday, definitely have taken a look at that mini lesson. Look at your launch text again. Read through the mining texts piece. And go ahead and write up your response to week 7's readings. Once again, that response is meant to synthesize all of the things that you read and talk about how they all fit together. Then by Sunday, you want to read your launch texts and write your Project Builder 8, which is kind of an overview of your launch text and your search process to find your key texts. Okay, so let's head back to the assignment sheet. So Project 3A is a literature review, and while you're going to be writing literature reviews maybe for a lot of different rhetorical situations, generally the purpose of a lit review is to provide readers with an overview of what people are saying about a given research topic. What is the conversation around this particular topic? So for example, one of my scholarly interests and one of the things that I research is knowledge transfer and how we take knowledge from one context to another. So whenever I write up a literature review, I need to be able to speak articulately and write articulately about what all the other scholars in my discipline are saying about knowledge transfer. So this assignment actually asks you to move through some somewhat messy and recursive stages of research. You're going to be searching, you're going to be researching, you're going to be researching and researching and researching and searching again. Are you guys picking up what I'm laying down here? The root of research is the word search, and that prefix re means we return to it over and over again. So this is not some kind of one-stop shop where you're just gonna find a bunch of random articles and put them all together. I want this to be a generative and genuine research process for you guys, and so I've set up this assignment to guide you through it step by step. Now, looking ahead, this lit review that you're going to write in Project 3A will also be used in your Project 4 proposal. So there is a trajectory for it. That's where we're headed. This is going to become a smaller part of your larger research proposal. So the main skill that we're going to be focusing on here is synthesis. Lit reviews synthesize ideas, putting them together in a compare and contrast style to give readers an overview of what people are saying about a given topic. So we're going to work on how to set this up. We'll talk through it in these videos. We'll work through it in our Canvas site. But there's many steps that you're going to take, and then you're going to present your research with your Ignite talk. But you're going to begin by revisiting a research question or posing a new research question. You might revisit one of the research questions you posed in Project 1. You might come up with a new question. You might have a question that sort of has developed over the course of Projects 1 and 2. In order to answer this question, you're going to start with one or two core sources. So you're going to need to find an article that really speaks to that question. Using the Wayne State Library databases for this, even just the quick search option can be really helpful. Then from those sources, you'll search and research and research and search again until you've gathered at least 6 sources. You can totally use more than that for the lit review, but you need to have at least 6 scholarly sources for this literature review. Every time you find a source that you're going to use, or even that you just chose to read and consider, you're going to create an annotated bibliography entry for that source. Also, we're going to work through some information visualization to help you with your synthesis work. All of these steps are going to help you ultimately write the final paper, which is going to be an overview and synthesis of at least 6 secondary sources that work to or contribute to your research question or topic. It's going to be at least 2,000 words. You don't have to include the annotated bibliography, but you must include a full bibliography of all of your sources that you're citing. And you want to have correct in-text and end-text citations, of course, and use section headings as signposts for content to readers. So you guys can look through the rubric. It's attached here along with the learning objectives for this project. And let me pop out back to our different view and we'll finish up this video. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a beginning week because we're beginning a project. There's a lot of information to take in, so my biggest tip for starting Project 3 is to carefully read the assignment, all of the supporting materials, even looking at a student's sample might help you wrap your head around what I'm asking you to do. My second tip is, of course, make use of your resources. Shoot me an email, set up a Skype, come to my office hours. We will be able to talk through any questions that you have. Also, you have Rayanne as a resource. She's got some office hours for you guys. Either way, anything that's unclear or that's becoming a sticking point for you, please make sure you let one of us know so that we can help you work through this part of the course. Okay, well, I think that does it for today. I hope everyone's having a great day in the beautiful sunshine, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.